caught a shadow. I caught a shadow just now. Look at this.
No,
Okay.
it's very obvious.
What? What's your name?
Lord.
Alright guys, this is one place I've been curious about. Well, I finally decided to ask the owners, and here we are. I couldn't really find any history on this place, but it is believed to have been built in the 1860s, early 1870s by Sam Bondenfield. And the property that this house is on used to be the old Chinatown property. It's the same old original structure, it's just well renovated and added onto. There are constant footsteps, there are doors opening and closing on their own, there's lights that'll turn on and off on their own, there's disembodied voices. You know, the owner says, you know, she hears voices all the time, and she even caught a voice on a camera, but it's very difficult to make out.
Closet where, we kind of think that maybe somebody died in here. I don't know, it felt like really, like the walls were closing in. And then, this room that you're standing in, this was a bedroom. I think, well, obviously this was a front porch. This porch wasn't always here. That door right there used to be the front door, and then you see that window over there. That was the front window, and there's actually a picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see how this used to be a front porch.
Under that painting right there, there's a picture that Dana gave me from like 1908, and it actually, it's kind of small, but you can see the front porch if you look closely. It's right here, so you can see that door.
Sweet.
Yeah, so this was added later and then closed in. But yeah, so lots of energy in here. Like I said, since we ripped the closet out, not so much. These lights will change color on their own. And actually, yeah, very strange. Even when they were brand new, the remote quit working, and then they would just go from like whatever color they wanted to be to, you know, so that's been interesting.
Where is the story that I'm told? Where's the story? What's the story about where you guys hear babies crying every now and then here? Where did that story come from?
I haven't heard have you heard babies crying? I've never heard babies crying. I don't know where that story came from.
I think I read it on the Haunted Bridge Street portion of Haunted Bridge Street, where occasionally you'll hear children laugh and you'll hear babies cry.
I never heard any babies cry. I have felt like a childlike energy in the back. It's actually a bathroom back there now. I don't know if that's what it always was. But we have had experiences where, like, I was in my room here working, and my client and I both heard what sounded like a woman's footsteps coming from the back room, from the kitchen, all the way up to this door, and then they stopped. And I actually have that on video. So
you have that on video?
I do. So
could I see that video by chance?
Share that with you. Let me
Awesome.
grab my
Well,
tablet.
we could do that.
Do that later?
Yeah, do that later. I wanna.
Yeah. Somebody has seen a cowboy in here. I actually had a customer who spent her entire appointment telling me that she's never seen a ghost. And then when we finished with her appointment, she was standing right here. And I had a couple of chairs right where those chairs are. And I was standing where you are. and she kind of went like this, and then she turned back at me and she just had tears in her eyes, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And she said, "There's a cowboy in that chair over there." And I'm like, "All right," and I could tell she was freaked out. And I'm like, "Are you all right? Do you want to go outside?" And she said, "No, I'm okay. I've just never seen anything like that before." And then about 20 minutes later, when she was getting ready to go out the front door, she saw him again, and she said he was waving at her.
Do you guys have a name for him at all?
I don't. We suspect that it's actually my friend's dad.
And what's his name? Maybe we could call out to him
I
tonight.
don't know his name.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to see that tonight.
Yes,
That would be
maybe.
really cool.
So we think that maybe he had some attachment to, there's a like a lantern type thing, that candle thing hanging in there in the front room. My friend actually gave me that. It came from it's actually her grandpa's house in Reno. And when she came out here a few weeks after that girl saw the cowboy, I hadn't told her that story. And we were standing here, and I said, she's clairvoyant. So I said, "Who's the cowboy in here?" And she was like, "I just noticed him, and it's my grandpa." Okay, very cool.
Anything that you've personally felt in here?
Yeah, so when that was a closet, I was standing here one day, and I had shelves in there, and I had a bag with boxes of gloves and pencils that had been sitting there for like 2 weeks. And it suddenly went flying off the shelf, hit the other side of the closet, and fell to the floor. And I just kind of looked at my customer, and she had a cold cloth on her eyes. I'd just done her eyeliner, and she kind of lifted it up, and she's like, "Did that just happen?" And I was like,
So there is some paranormal activity here, huh?
a little bit. And then another time I was standing right about here. I had this chair turned the other way, and I could feel what felt like somebody petting the back of my hair. And I had a customer that I had just met, so I kind of had to stand here and act like nothing was
Act
happening.
tough a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people will like feel something standing in this doorway. So I've had a couple of customers that were just like, standing here talking, and they would feel something kind of touching them. We'll see things kind of out of the corner of our eyes going around these corners. And then another day I had this cabinet open, and I was sitting in there at my desk, and I heard I had some Trader Joe's bags down on one of the bottom shelves, and they started rustling around, and I'm like, great, there's a mouse in here, right? So I come in and I check it out, there's nothing there. I go back to what I was doing, and a few minutes later, a package of plastic cups that I had up on the top shelf came flying down to the floor, and I said, well, okay, great. And I came in here and I put it back, and I said, that'll be enough of that. And then a little while later, I think it was the same day, I heard what sounded like kind of like a dragging sound happening in here, almost like somebody was dragging a carpet or a plastic bag or something. It was really weird. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, so many things. Eric actually heard a woman sneeze in here while he was working in the other room kind of recently, and I wasn't here. So another customer of mine claims that she also claimed to be clairvoyant. She said that there was a woman in here that was directing her to the basement and telling her that that used to be her bedroom, which is interesting because and we'll show it to you, but the basement is pretty much unfinished. But if you look really closely at the wall, you can see that there used to be wallpaper there. There's kind of like the imprint of some of the design on the wallpaper, so that definitely could have been somebody's bedroom. So
Okay.
what else has happened? When my friend came out, my clairvoyant friend from Reno, when we first bought this place, she was kind of walking through the building, and I'll kind of bring you back here. So back here by the kitchen, she was standing here. He was about right there, and I was standing here. And this used to be the entrance to that bathroom. We've since kind of changed that, and we kind of think, well, we know, and I'll show you when we get in there, but there used to be a door that went outside on the other side of that, so I don't know what that was. But I was standing right here, and my friend was talking, and I heard, don't listen to her, she's lying to you. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And I walked out here and I told my friend what I had just heard, and she was like, okay, fine. And, you know, she went in here and shut the door, and I don't know what she did, but that was
Gonna be an interesting night,
it was
hopefully.
an interesting one, yeah. So
Now, you were a believer of ghosts before?
yes, I've had a lot of experiences throughout my life that, I mean, you could call me crazy, but you
I
can't
won't call you
deny what
crazy.
you've actually experienced. That camera will capture it, and sometimes I'll hear it in person. It sounds like somebody's taking a piece of wood and just slapping it against the wall somewhere back here. And it used to be a lot more when we were really tearing things out of here and remodeling. It was more often, but it still happens. And then one night, I think we'd had this place for maybe a year. We had all of this torn up. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I thought, oh, I should just check the camera at the business, make sure everything's good. So I pulled up that camera on my phone, and I have this video too that I can show you. But there was like a static sound, and then a woman's voice comes through, and I think it sounds like she says I was portaled, or it was foretold, or something like that. But I played it for a bunch of other people, and they hear help, which I think is really strange. And the other thing that's strange about that is her voice sounds like mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
very, very, very strange. That room behind you, when we bought this place, this whole wall was closed up. And so the only way into this room was this door. And then this bathroom door wasn't there. So that was a wall. And then this bathroom had a toilet and a shower in it. And then they had a sink out here. And they were renting this out as a studio apartment. None of this was here. And this room, there was a lot of activity in here the first couple years that we had it. I didn't like being in here. My clairvoyant friend, she came in and she kind of like looked around the ceiling, and she said that she saw like kind of a dark energy that was kind of looming in the ceiling area. I don't feel like that's here anymore. She did say that she believed there was a drug overdose in the bathroom. And there has been, as far as I could tell, a drug overdose that happened. Somebody died in the bathroom here in recent years. So, and
wow.
I don't know what year that was, but I actually talked to a police officer one day, and he was like, oh yeah, I remember coming to this apartment all the time, because it was, you
That's
know. They actually referred to it as the pharmacy of Winnemucca, because somebody was dealing drugs out of here, and it was, yeah.
wow.
So
So-
some kind of bad stuff is happening.
I have heard a lot of people have passed away here. I have heard that. You
Yes,
know?
yes.
So
I don't feel like we have a lot of the kind of dark energy that used to be here anymore. I feel like we've gotten rid of a lot of that, but I know that there's a few spirits that kind of hang out. There's definitely a little boy that we've noticed, and that might be the thing about the kids. They might have worded that kind of strangely when they
maybe.
Yeah.
So is there any place in here where you still feel the most uncomfortable? Is it that front room?
I don't feel uncomfortable anywhere, to be honest with you. I'm very comfortable with it at this point. And then this particular customer was a friend of mine from Reno, and so she wanted to see the place. So we had walked through the whole place more than once. The doors were locked, nobody was here. And I'll just let you watch it. So this is this room that we're standing in. You can see her laying on my tattoo table. And at the time, I was running a coil machine, so you can hear my machine running, so you know I'm sitting there. But
Wow.
yeah. So there's that one. And then this is the one that I was telling you about. So I was at my house getting ready to go to bed, and I decided to check the cameras here. And I pulled up this one on my phone, and I heard what sounded like static or like a dragging sound kind of coming from this area. And then I heard a woman's voice, and I have a clip of that. Now, I feel like the voice sounds like it's saying I was portaled, or it was foretold, or something like that. And I've played it for several other people who hear help me.
We've listened to tons of EVPs. I'm sure if we listen to it, we could try to.
Yeah, so here's that one. It's so quiet. Let me play it again.
You could faintly hear something in the background, but unfortunately it was way too quiet. We couldn't make it out. For this ghost hunt, we brought along Zebeth's friend Julian, as he is a non-believer. And as soon as we got done setting up our equipment throughout the building, we decided to start in the makeup room with our REM pod and an EVP recorder. I'm Troy. I'm here with Zebeth. Hello. We are spirit hunters here, and we're here because we don't want to scare you. We're not here to antagonize you. If there's anybody here, we're told you might be here. We would like to reach out to you, talk with you. Hopefully you'll feel comfortable with us, and hopefully we could get you to touch some of our equipment. What we have here is I have a recorder where if you speak, this can hear you. Okay? And I have this device here where all you got to do is come near it. All you got to do is come near it and touch that antenna, and it'll go off. Can you please make yourself be known that you're here with us? Unfortunately, during the first half hour of this session, we didn't get any REM pod activity, we didn't catch any anomalies, and we didn't catch any EVPs. Then we decided to pull out our temperature difference device when we catch our best compelling evidence to date. Are you trapped in here? I want you to know I'm just here to reach out and communicate with you. That's all I'm trying to do. What? Is that me? Is there a mirror right there? There's no mirror right there. Look really closely, as I had just caught a shadow figure moving away from me. What is that? At first, I thought it was the shadow of an object in the bathroom, but that doesn't explain why the shadow moved away from me as I got closer to find out what it could have been. And when I got close, the shadow was gone. Is there a mirror right there? There's no mirror right there. What is that? Can I get closer? And as you can see from our previous investigations, it will put a heat signature on a person with a normal body temperature. But this particular shadow had absolutely no heat to it. We caught a shadow. I caught a shadow just now. Look at this.
No, it's very obvious.
Well, there's a mirror right there, but...
So, Troy, explain again what you did?
Okay, so I'm standing right over here. I'm standing right over here in the doorway, okay?
Right there.
And I'm using this, and I'm standing right here, aiming towards right here, right in that area. I'm right there, and then there's like a head and shoulders that appears right there. I'm like, is that me? And I start getting closer, and I thought maybe it was my reflection in a mirror. And I get closer, and it walks this way. It completely moves this way. And I get closer about right here, and there's nothing there. And it walked back this way. And then I turned on my light and realized the mirror was right here, and there's nothing right here.
And in our excitement, we decided to do the entire building with the temperature difference device, but unfortunately, the bathroom is the only area where we caught a shadow figure. I couldn't find any explanation for this. And then after catching the shadow figure in the bathroom, we decided to sit in the room right before the bathroom with a REM pod and an EVP recorder. Within seconds, we caught an anomaly.
Alright, you kind of made yourself be known. Can you come? Are you active in this room? Can you touch that REM pod for us? All you got to do is... Oh, I caught an orb. I just caught an orb. It just shot towards you guys.
I heard something. Did you?
No, but I feel it.
I definitely feel something. And then just seconds after the anomaly passed the REM pod, the energy level in the room rose. We could all feel a presence surround us. We thought we caught something on the EVP recorder, but unfortunately, we didn't catch any EVPs.
And meanwhile, after about a good 20 minutes, I decided to go into the bathroom where I had caught the shadow figure to check on Zebeth and Julian, when the motion activated LED light ghost ball lights up.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it,
Dude, that's crazy. And look, I was standing right here. I went toward...
dude. See?
Look
Yup.
at that. Look at
Yup.
that.
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
okay,
No
you
one was
were-
near it.
You were recording?
Yep. I'm recording right now.
Where's... Guys, check it out.
I told you, dude.
What?
I told you.
Nobody was near... Oh, it moved!
Yeah, it is.
Can you please move that some more? Look at... Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh.
Okay. I told you.
Right here. I went toward...
See?
Look at
Yup.
that. Look at
Yup.
that.
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
was it
No
here?
one was near it.
Right here. I went toward...
See?
Look
Yup.
at that. Look at
Yup.
that.
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
was it
No
here?
one was near it.
You were recording?
Yep. I'm recording right now.
Where's... Guys, check it out.
I told you, dude.
What?
I told you.
Nobody was near... Oh, it moved!
Yeah, it is.
This was awesome to see, and after catching nothing else after a few minutes, we decided to go ahead and go down in the cellar with all of our equipment.
Alright, if there's anybody down here, we would really like to communicate with you. We would like to know your name, and we just want to talk with you, so we don't mean any harm. We don't want to scare you, we don't want to aggravate you, but we would like to really talk with you. Can you please tell us something?
And if you want to touch one of these things, you can touch one of these.
Come in contact
or
with this device and it'll go off.
touch
And
that
that's
right
how we'll know you're here. Or can you please do something and make your presence known here with us? Setting that recorder down. Can you please touch that device for us?
Unfortunately, during this part, we didn't catch any activity, so we decided to go ahead and set a camera to record in the basement while we began an SB7 Spirit Box sweep and an XLS camera sweep.
Alrighty. We've heard you quite a few times. We've heard you quite a few times. Are you back here? you say something? Are you back here? I caught your shadow back here. Can you tell me your name? I'd like to reach out to you. What's your name? If you could say anything, what do you want to say? We want to reach out to you. We want to let people know you're here. Are you trapped here? Do you like it here? That wasn't radio. That's radio, but the first one, that wasn't. Can you say something again? Why not? Why don't you want to say anything? I heard that plain as day. I don't know. You heard that? Why don't you want to let yourself be known? Because you're not comfortable with us? You don't know us? Yeah. Are you back here in this bathroom? Your name, what's your name? What's your name? Roy.
You heard Roy?
I heard Roy. You heard that?
I heard that.
Is your name Roy? Your name's Roy? Roy. Roy, if that's your name, can you please say something else? I just heard did. Roy, this is what we're here for. We want to communicate with you. Hi. I heard hi. Hi. Obviously 943 is just it. Okay, Roy. This is what we're here for. Can you please say something else? You back here, Roy? Radio. We caught a name. Roy. Roy, I thank you for letting me be known. Got anything else you would like to say to us?
Some of these responses were difficult to make out, but our most intelligent response was Roy.
Are you back here in this bathroom? What's your name? Roy.
You heard Roy?
I heard Roy. You heard that?
I heard that.
This is probably the best SB7 Spirit Box response we have ever gotten. You can clearly hear, "Hi, what's your name?" And then when we ask, "What is your name?" you can clearly hear Roy.
What's your name? What's your name? Roy.
You heard Roy?
I heard Roy. You heard that?
I heard that.
Is your name Roy?
And then just seconds later, "I did," and "Hi" comes through.
Roy, if that's your name, can you please say something else? I just heard did. Roy, this is what we're here for. We want to communicate with you. Hi. I heard hi. Hi.
And the best part, it's all the same voice. Could this be the main spirit that is said to be here? The spirit the staff has heard walking towards them and closing doors?
And my client and I both heard what sounded like a woman's footsteps coming from the back room, from the kitchen, all the way up to this door, and then they stopped. And I actually have that on video.
Roy, I thank you for letting me be known.
But unfortunately, these were the only responses that came through on our SB7 Spirit Box. We even allowed Miss Jessica to walk around with some of our equipment, but nothing else came through. But now, it was time for our XLS camera sweep.
Alright. Roy, this device that I have, it can see you. So if you can, please stand out in front of this for me. Let these people know that you are here. I promise, this can see you. We want to see you. That's what we're here for. Yes, I'm going to the bathroom because...
Yeah. I understand.
I caught your shadow in here. Can you please stand in front of this again? And we caught your name. You gave us some activity in here. Is this the most active place? Yeah, I'll do a couple trips with this thing too. Are you standing in the kitchen? Oh.
There's a lot of stuff in here. Nope, that's just a person.
Yep, that's them. That's not though.
Can you see that?
Look at that. Look at that.
No.
Where's so it's over there. It's over there standing at the you getting that, Zebeth?
Yep.
It's over there standing at those. Hi, thank you.
Standing at what?
Come here. Look, caught an orb. Okay, there's Jessica. Just to map that.
Yeah.
Just to map that. There's somebody standing behind that table over there.
Somebody on the table.
There's somebody on, well, they're ghosts.
Well, yeah.
We get closer. We get closer.
It's gone.
Gone. What? Thank you.
Thank you for showing yourself.
Is there any more of you here? We're gonna come in this back room. Where's the lady at? Where's the cowboy? Can you give us some action? Look,
Oh.
sitting in a chair. Is that a chair right? No, that's a table. Hi, thank you.
And already, within a matter of minutes, we caught 2 stick figures.
Alright, this
That's
used
it.
to be a closet. Oh, man, there's a lot of... Oh, look.
Yeah.
That's a chair. Thank you.
Yep.
That's a chair. They're sitting in the chair. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jessica?
Right here.
They're sitting
So
in the
right
chair.
here.
Look at that. Is that a chair right there?
Yeah. I actually do hypnosis in that chair.
Oh,
Look at that.
really?
And I do past life regressions.
Here, Jillian.
Actually.
Hi, can you wave at us? Can you tell us your name?
Yeah.
Can you tell us your name?
What the hell?
Hi. Whoa, you just ran at me. Oh, dude. It's cold.
Yeah. It
I just got a cold. You felt that? Thank you.
This was incredible to see. You could see joints and everything on this stick figure. And after waiting for a little bit, you could see stick figures surround Zebeth as we're trying to set up more equipment. And if you look closely, you could see the stick figure reach for him. And then shortly after catching this, we decided to circle back around again just to catch the stick figures in the same exact place.
Alright, we'd like to catch you in full body form. Same place, look at that. Same place. This time it's red though.
And then,
That's
all of
like
a
a
sudden,
nightmare.
our XLS camera suite was interrupted by a strange noise that Jessica said has never happened before.
Alright, we're in here. We're in here.
Do you hear that?
Is that the equipment?
Let me go. I don't think.
Yeah.
Screeching sound.
Is that fan?
No.
Just stopped.
Yeah, there's no reason that noise should be coming from in here.
Has that done that before?
Never.
Yeah, I definitely
And
got a
it's
weird
off.
feeling in here.
And it's off.
Yeah.
It's off? It's off, dude.
Yeah, that's off.
It's
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's not even.
hey. Oh, man, he just disappeared. He was
That's,
standing in the doorway.
that's not even what that sounds like when it's on. Not even close.
Yeah.
Standing in the
It
doorway.
doesn't.
Can you do that
Huh.
again? Please?
There was no reason or any explanation for this, and shortly after, I caught an XLS stick figure in the bathroom doorway, but unfortunately, I couldn't recover the footage. And unfortunately, this is all the XLS camera figures that we caught. We went everywhere. We even went down into the basement. And upon review of the camera that we left to record in the basement, we didn't catch any REM pod activity or any EVPs, but we caught an anomaly in the bottom corner. You can see a lot of dust balls, but this particular anomaly manifested and stayed in one spot. Look closely as I fast forward through an entire 45-minute video. This was very interesting to see upon review. And after really close listening, the EVP recorder we left to record in the basement also caught our first and only EVP. Listen closely as we could faintly hear, "Help her."
This was a very interesting location. It really was.
So, my friend's grandma who passed away actually told her to give this to me. Back in 2020, I was actually having like a whole bunch of problems with anxiety, especially in here. No shocker, right? So her grandma let her know that this needed to be mine, and it has been sitting here.
So you
Ever since.
you feel like the XLS stick figure we caught right there, you think that might have some kind of connection to that?
Potentially,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I also think that crystal sitting there sucks a lot of energy. So-
Crystals are always some type of energy,
Right.
always.
And that one really, I feel like it absorbs a lot of
Yeah.
emotions that happen in this room. So
Right, Julian, this was your first ghost hunt with Tri-County Nevada Ghost Hunts. How do you feel about your experiences? Were you a believer before?
No.
No?
No.
You weren't a believer of any ghosts at all.
Nah. Like I like horror movies and I like watching ghost shows for sure, but like that stuff isn't real. At least I didn't
Being
know it
in
was.
person, witnessing it, changed your whole different perspective, huh?
Yeah.
You were standing right next to me when that XLS stick figure appeared. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, that was trippy.
It was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it was.
What about that shadow that I caught? What do you think? Everything we caught tonight, what
Oh,
do you
yeah,
think about this
that's-
place now?
It's all validating. I mean, it's all yeah. It's
Awesome. Well, thank you.
crazy stuff.
Thank you. So after allowing us to ghost hunt here tonight, you were with us the entire time with our equipment. What do you think knowing that your mind isn't playing tricks on you? What do you think knowing after we showed you everything we caught
I
tonight?
just think it's really validating. I mean, I already knew that there were a bunch of spirits here, so it's pretty cool to actually
But
see.
full physical proof with ghost hunters here and all
Yeah.
the activity.
Yeah.
What about that shadow that I caught on that gun?
That was crazy.
That was
immediate when
that
you
was
got here.
immediate when we started. On voices, I'm sure
Yep.
we caught plenty of EVPs.
Yep.
Caught tons of XLS stick figures.
Yes.
If I were to make a count of everything that we caught, there's at least 8
So many.
spirits here. So
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, and like I told you guys, I thought it was cool that they liked my hypnosis chair a whole bunch.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Thank you for letting us do
Yes,
this.
thank you for doing it. This has been fun.
It was definitely worth the time to come ghost hunt. We'll definitely have to come back very soon.